hear that you have an amazing story about one of your friends.
Oh, yeah, it's about Farley the Frog.
Farley the Frog. Well, what happened to him? What was the story?
Well, he's a frog down in the pond in the woods behind our house.
Yeah, I understand that.
Well, last week I went to visit him. Hadn't seen him for a while.
Oh, okay.
And when I saw him, I was amazed. He was all black and blue and looked like he'd been through a real bad storm.
Well, what had happened to him?
He had a fight with a snake.
And he won? That is amazing. You got to tell us this story. Tell us what happened.
Well, Farley, as I said, lives down by the pond. And last week, a snake decided to move into the territory.
Oh, my goodness.
And he kind of liked tadpoles and small frogs for breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
And Farley figured out he was the only one who could take care of this problem because he was a special kind of frog.
Oh, okay. And so what did he do to deal with that situation?
Well, early one morning, Farley hopped down to where the snake had made its hole, and he sat in the reeds and waited
What was he waiting for?
for the snake to leave.
Oh, okay.
And once the snake came out of his hole and slithered down in the reeds looking for breakfast, well, he told me he told his family and friends to stay indoors that day.
I think that was kind of wise.
So when the snake was gone, Farley went up to the snake's hole and backed himself into the hole.
You mean he was sitting in the snake's hole looking out?
That's right.
Well, I would think that would be awfully dangerous.
But just wait and listen.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Well, eventually he heard the snake coming back, and when the snake got almost to the hole, Farley opened his mouth wide.
You mean he was going to swallow the snake?
And then not the whole thing, just his head.
Oh my goodness. Well, go on, go on.
Well, when the snake put his head into the hole, which was really Farley's mouth, Farley shut his mouth tight and started to huff and puff and blow poison into the snake.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Well, that old snake gave him a hard time. He slipped and flopped and twisted and turned and all kinds of things, and that's how Farley got all his bruises.
Well, I can imagine that.
But finally, the snake dropped over dead.
Wow, that is an amazing story. But in the long run, I guess Farley really didn't have to be afraid of that snake, did he? Because he had something that would defeat him.
That's right. He really helped to save the other critters in the pond.
He really did.
And doesn't the Bible say that human beings have an old snake to watch out for?
Yeah, that old devil, that old snake of a devil. Because he's always trying to cause trouble and difficulties in people's lives. But God tells us we don't need to be afraid of him because God has already given us somebody who has defeated that old snake.
Yeah, that was Jesus, right?
Absolutely. When Jesus died on the cross and came back to life again in the resurrection, he kind of bombed out and wrecked all the plans that the devil had for the people of the world. And God said we don't have to be afraid of that.
Well, I know in James 4:7.
That's right, James 4:7. It says, if we use Jesus' power to resist the devil, we can send him packing every time.
Hey, I got a little poem and a song to go with all this. Can you help me?
Well, yeah, where are my words?
Over there on the music stand.
Oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, those are my words and yours. Okay. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, here we go. The title tells us something that all of us should know.
It's all about the devil, and I've learned to hate him so.
It says he causes trouble when you let him in the room.
And he'll never, ever leave you if your heart is full of gloom.
When you are unhealthy, the devil wears a grin.
But oh, he starts to run and when the light comes pouring in.
I know he'll be unhappy 'cause I'll never wear a frown.
So maybe if we keep on smiling, he'll get tired of hanging round.
So let the sun, S-O-N, shine in. Face it, you throttle with a grin. Smilers never lose, and frowners never win. So let the sun, S-O-N, shine in. Face it, you throttle with a grin. Open up your heart and let the sun, S-O-N, shine in. Hey, you kick the dud of that old devil, Thorny, Lily of Teethel. Take care.